Dude, we're going to Mars.
Elizabeth can tell us a little bit more on, the actors. Thanks to you, I got to meet Jeff Fahey, which he's amazing. And you can tell us a little bit about him and why he's in this movie.
Jeff Fahey and I met each other in 2006 when he came to do a film called Grindhouse. But Robert Rodriguez, way back in the day when we were just like before mariachi even, he had been a fan of Jeff's because of Lawnmower Man and Body Parts, these two movies that Robert Rodriguez kept going to see over and over, and he'd come home and he'd say, my God, this actor, I just can't even believe what an amazing actor he is. And, we ended up working throughout the years with people that we had liked and he had been fans of. But Jeff had not been in a movie, and one day he shows up and says, hey, so you think you can find Jeff Fahey? And I was like, I'm sure I can find Jeff Fahey. Not that hard to find people. And fascinatingly enough, I called his manager, Jeff Goldberg, and I said, so Jeff Fahey, and he said, well, if you need that script to him, send it to me. And I said, no, we don't send scripts to managers or agents. We send them directly to the actor. And he said, well, he could be in London and Jordan or Afghanistan.
You're like, oh, okay.
And I was intrigued. And he had me at Afghanistan, by the way, in 2005. And so when it came time to send it to him, once he was in, because he loved the script, he wanted to be in it, he wanted to see Robert again. They had met a long time before, much like you and I.
Yeah.
And at the premiere of The Player, they had met. And Robert was like, oh, my God. And he said, if you need anything ever, kid, call me, And sure enough, now he's been in Grindhouse, in Machete, Battle Angel, Alita. He was just in Hypnotic this past month. So he's done many movies with us. And he and I worked together in the humanitarian world. I brought him out of Afghanistan, and we were able to, from all the involvements, we traveled for refugee causes and for different things that happen, orphans and things like that, because he's very involved in that. So he's become a very dear brother in my life, and has opened a lot of the world to me that I, had never had been privy to. I'm from Venezuela, so I'd seen poverty, but refugees are just even more difficult to understand how humanity could make that happen. And they're truly homeless, countryless. So, and he is a person that works around the world. So whenever I'm doing a film, I always, kind of let him know what I'm working on. And when I told him about this one and he met Tara and he met you, Marcella, he immediately wanted to do something. And so he's playing...
the homeless guy.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
The
homeless veteran, actually.
Exactly,
homeless veteran.
Which is he's really close to his heart. He's very close friends with a lot of veterans, obviously a lot of people in the military, as he worked all over the world.
And the homeless, too.
And the homeless, yeah. Yeah, and, he's from Buffalo, New York originally, but he's traveled all over the world since he was 16. Family of 13, so he has a really interesting background, and I think he brings to the movie, he's an incredible theater actor, incredible film actor. So in that way, to bring him here is, and he got to know you guys when we were in L.A., I couldn't believe he was in L.A., he never is there. And we all got to have dinner together, and he was really excited about meeting both of you guys and coming down here to Brownsville and be a part of this. And so we're excited to have him be available, and he's made himself, even when we ended up moving to January, like we're shooting coming here in January, he moved some of his schedule to accommodate. So he really is committed to doing this with us, which is great from an actor.